And now we're here in the kitchen with Chef David.
Hi, how are you?
Wonderful. And we're going to cook with feta cheese today, right?
Correct.
Wonderful. What are we going to make?
So I went to the market this morning and I got those beautiful zucchini that I got excited about. So we're going to do a bisque of zucchini with sour cream, curry, and feta cheese.
Wow. Those are flavors I wouldn't necessarily think of bringing together. I can't wait.
Yeah, a little twist of playing with the flavor from the Mediterranean and a little bit of the Iowa ingredients.
Nice.
So obviously we need zucchini, you know, a few shallots. So I'm going to peel a shallot here, a little bit of garlic, just for the flavor. So it's very, very simple, you know, very simple recipe, but very, very fresh, very bright, with also a little bit of some kind of ethnic flavors, you know.
Nice.
A little bit of garlic, a little bit of shallot, so just kind of a, you know, rough chop. We're gonna saute all that with some grapeseed oil.
Grapeseed oil.
Yeah,
All
a little bit different, you know.
Yeah.
It's not olive oil, but I think it'll be a nice touch, you know, with the kind of a little bit of Middle Eastern, Mediterranean feel to it.
Nice.
We're gonna saute our ingredients. We don't want to give it a color because what I want with the soup when we blend it, I want that nice, you know, sharp green from the zucchini.
Nice.
So we're just gonna saute it for the flavor, and then we'll prepare our zucchini. So if you want to put those in the pan.
Sure.
What we're gonna do, we're gonna season nicely. Salt. And then touch of curry.
All right. Nice.
A bit of pepper. Now we can stir it. See, the aromas of the curry are coming out already.
Yes.
with the garlic. So we're gonna stir that for about 2-3 minutes, but we don't want to color. We're just gonna want to tenderize a little bit the thing. And then after that, I got some beautiful organic vegetable stock. You know, everybody asks me all the time, when you do a soup, you know, how much liquid do you want to do? So it really depends on what you cook. You know, you don't want too much liquid. You want to just cover about the level to the ingredients that you're cooking.
Okay. You don't want to drown them.
You don't want to drown them, yes. And here we put the lid.
All right.
And we let the magic happen. And we'll wait for about 10-15 minutes.
Perfect. All right, the zucchini is good and tender now.
Tender, ready to blend.
Great. Let's move it right over here.
Perfect. There you go. So I think all our pieces of zucchini are nicely blended. So we're gonna finish up with a little bit of cream.
Great. It looks beautiful. That color
Yeah, great
is
color,
lovely.
great smell.
Yes.
Voila. So we're gonna put it back on the stove and keep it simmering slowly.
Great. All right, now it's time for the star of the show,
Time
right?
for the star, yeah. We're gonna work on the feta. So got a beautiful fresh feta that has been brined. You know, very artisan, good texture, firm. You know, I like the feta to be firm so you can actually work with it better.
Nice. And so it was in a brine. You pressed some of the liquid out?
I press, you know, not much. I just put it out of the brine and let it a little bit air dry. See, it cuts nicely like a...
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Can I just steal a cube of
Absolutely.
that?
Go for it.
Oh, wow.
So there's
Wonderful
feta and
flavor.
feta, great flavor.
Yeah.
So I got some fresh mint here.
Nice.
then a little bit of olive oil, touch of salt, touch of pepper. You don't want to put too much salt. You know, the feta is pretty salted already. And then we're gonna just nicely stir that to it, you know. Smell that.
No, I think I could just eat that with a spoon.
Yeah, great as a salad. Chop some cucumber, a little bit of Kalamuta olive, and you got a great summer salad dish as well. See, it's got a great consistency.
Oh, yeah. I'm so excited about this.
Yeah, great flavor, and it's like a transportation to the Mediterranean. You don't even have to grab a suitcase and a passport.
I'm willing to go, though.
Right, true. So here we got, I'm gonna like to finish with a little bit of sour cream here.
Okay.
Yeah, just a little bit, so if you wanna, people wanna add some of that.
Nice, just a dollop in the middle.
Just a little dab in the middle, and then we put the feta around.
Oh, beautiful.
Let it sink in. See how the oil kind of floats on the top? There you go. Almonds right away.
Oh,
See in the
toasted
middle?
almonds.
Little
Nice.
toasted almonds, and voila.
Wonderful. Let's try it. I definitely need a chunk of that feta. All right.
So, Mediterranean flavor.
Oh, yeah. That's so wonderful. And so many layers of flavor here.
A little bit of acidity, saltiness, freshness,
Yeah.
the crispiness with the almonds.
Yes, that's delicious. Chef David. Brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's going to be very hard to top that bisque. But
Right.
what are we going to make with feta now?
Well, we're gonna stay in the Mediterranean,
Okay.
and we're gonna make a brick, like a feta and spinach brick, which is really a, brick is a very traditional kind of paper baking wrap that is made out of chickpea, so it's gluten-free too.
Okay.
And it's originally from Tunisia.
All right. And so to get this, we'll look at it a little more closely, but you had to order this
Right.
online. But
I
you
ordered it
could
online.
replace it with phyllo dough.
Phyllo, and you know what will be perfect also? You make a crepe
Oh, okay.
and do the same dish with a crepe.
All right.
It'll be perfect. So number one, the key ingredients, of course, is the feta, and spinach is going to be our next ingredient. And it's a vegetarian dish.
Okay.
So I'm just going to melt a little bit of butter here. So touch of garlic, just a little bit. I'm going to chop it very thinly.
Lovely.
Wow. And then the spinach is going to be a kind of, it feels like a lot of spinach. It really is a pound of spinach, but by the time we cook it down, you have nothing left.
All right. Yeah, spinach cooks down beautifully.
Right. So don't want to put all this in the pan at once. Yeah. Just a little bit. Let it go down, and then add some more.
Right.
A little bit of salt. Wow.
Great.
So our spinach is nice. It's ready now. It's nicely
Wonderful.
sautéed. It's
Oh, and I can smell the
beautiful
garlic
fresh
and the butter.
and the
That's
butter.
fantastic.
So we're great on that. So what we're gonna do for this dish, we're gonna press the spinach a little bit to here because we don't want too much water because otherwise it's gonna make the brick leaf soggy and it's gonna have a hard time baking.
Okay, yeah. And spinach is very wet.
Voila.
All right.
So what we do now, we're gonna spread it on a plate. Put it a little bit in the refrigerator just
All
to
right.
get it cold so we can work it better.
All right, our spinach has cooled down. What's our
Perfect.
next step?
Well, we're gonna make what I call the stuffing. So put the spinach in a bowl. Thank you. We'll get our feta. So I got some beautiful, again, artisan feta. This time, what it is, it's got a little bit of herb in there.
Nice.
We're gonna just break it apart.
Get a little more depth of flavor.
More depth, right. Then I'm gonna add some pine kernel that I have toasted a little bit.
All right, toasted pine nuts. Nice.
Beautiful. And I'm gonna put a little bit of grapeseed oil, just a touch. I'm just gonna
Smash that together.
Smash that together. I put a little bit of olive oil here, a little bit of olive oil here. Just gonna brush it everywhere. So we can make them big, small. You can cut it. It's very easy to handle brick dough. So I'm gonna do pretty much like we do some kind of a wonton or something, or like a spring roll. So
a
we do like
burrito.
this, a little burrito. Do like this. There you go.
Oh, and it's wonderful. You can
And
see through.
You can see through.
Nice.
We roll it.
All right, and then we bake it, right? You want me
And
to
then
take
we
that?
bake it. That's it.
Great.
There we go.
Bake it for how long?
I will say about 7-8 minutes until it's golden brown at 375.
Perfect.
Thank you.
They're brown, they're crispy, they're beautiful, and we let them cool down a
Yes.
little bit. So let's
Let's
give one
plate
a try.
them.
Yeah.
Beautiful. It's gonna be a little bit hot,
All right.
just like that. Bite into it. Very
Okay.
hot.
That is really delicious, and the feta is so creamy and rich in there with the spinach. It's perfect, and this does remind me of phyllo dough, but it has a different mouthfeel.
A little bit
really-
more textury.
Yeah, it's delicious. Oh, Chef David, thank you so much.
My pleasure.